Nope, Misty. Nope, not food. That was my sandbag. Hello homesteaders and chicken tenders. Welcome to Gravy Acres channel. Today I'm going to be telling you about my second favorite reason why I have backyard chickens, besides having farm fresh eggs, because that's obviously number one, but this is close number two. And if you have backyard chickens, what you should start doing right now, it is October. 'Tis the season for cleaning out the chicken coop and preparing for deep litter. I use deep litter method because not only does it help keep the chickens warm in the winter, but it is also a really nutrient dense material that I can add to my compost come spring, let it sit for a little while, and then add it to my garden, and it's really great for mending the soil. Deep litter method consists of carbon and nitrogen. Your carbon being your bedding, such as pine shavings or hay, and the nitrogen being chicken manure. Well, I've been using hay in my chicken coop this last summer, and I'll say right now that I will not use hay again. It is far too dusty. I did like how it broke down, but I don't like the dust in the air and seeing my chickens have to breathe that. I typically add new pine shavings once every couple days. About every day I will throw in some scratch grains, some kind of treats for the chickens to scratch around in the coop and mix it up for me. It will develop a really nice, dense, broken down layer at the bottom, and that grows over time. Over a couple months, I think mine grew up to about 6 inches. It just depends on how much you add and how easily it breaks down. I really like using this method. If you're interested in it, I'll show you how I compost it and how I clean my coop to prepare for the deep litter. To get started, you're going to want a face mask, a pitchfork, a shovel, a wheelbarrow, and a rake. And get you some diatomaceous earth, because it is always so good to add it to your coop. As you can see, the hay broke down quite well after just a couple months. And after several months, you can expect a much denser, more compact layer of decomposed material at the bottom. When adding the litter to the compost pile, I simply add it in layers. Come springtime when I do this, I'll make sure to add it 60 to 90 days before using that compost in my garden. This method is generally low maintenance, but you want to keep an eye out for moisture levels. The litter should be damp but not wet. Over time, the manure emits ammonia that could be harmful to your little nuggets if there's not proper ventilation. As long as you have good ventilation in your coop and continue adding fresh shavings, the moisture and odors won't be an issue. A good rule of thumb I like to follow is if I smell odors, it's time to add more bedding. There should not be a bad smell in there. I like to hit all the nooks and crannies with diatomaceous earth because it's natural and it's a non-toxic pest control that keeps things like fleas, lice, and mice at bay. Plus, it keeps the coop fresh and dry. This method kept my coop a whole 10 degrees warmer last winter, and I didn't have any loss of birds, so I don't know why I'd try anything else.